Right now on Good Morning Northwest, several people without a home after a fire at an apartment complex. We have where this happened coming up. And a drive-by shooting in Kennewick that took place over the weekend. Where exactly this happened and what police are saying. Plus, it's tax day, everything you need to know about filing before today's deadline. Also, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast just as we get the work week underway. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5 a.m. on Monday, April 15th. Happy Monday. Let's check in right away on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what are we seeing as we're waking up this morning? Hopefully some more 80s today.
Well, after a very warm weekend, Jessica, no 80s in the forecast today. In fact, it will be much cooler this afternoon compared to what we saw this past weekend, but it's starting off on the mild side. We have temperatures in the upper 40s and lower 50s across the board. We do have a lot of clouds out there, but we do expect more sunshine this afternoon. And another big story today will be the wind. It's going to be breezy everywhere, but the highest wind speeds will likely be in the Kittitas Valley, the Simcoe Highlands, and also along the foothills of the Blues into portions of Oregon. So that includes Hermiston, it includes Pendleton and Ellensburg. And this wind advisory up until 11 o'clock tonight, these areas highlighted in that bluish color could see wind gusts as high as 50 miles per hour. So here's the forecast. Morning clouds giving way to more afternoon sunshine. High temperatures today only in the middle 60s in Yakima after hitting 80 yesterday, and we actually hit 81, so big difference there. 70 degrees in the Tri-Cities after we hit 83 yesterday, and in Walla Walla we topped out in the 70s yesterday, highs only in the lower 60s this afternoon. After tomorrow, we'll see a gradual warming trend. We'll have that full forecast coming up. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And now to this morning's headlines. One person is dead after a fire in Yakima County. The fire happened Saturday morning just after 7 a.m. Fire crews from West Valley Fire Rescue were called to a building that was on fire in a tandem. When they got to the scene, firefighters searched the building and found a 52-year-old man who was not breathing. Despite working to save his life, fire officials say he died at the scene. At this time, the cause of the fire is unknown, and the Yakima County Fire Marshal is investigating. Several people are left without a home after a large fire at an apartment complex near Central Washington University. The fire was reported just before 2 a.m. Sunday on the 900 block of East 18th Avenue at the Campus Village Apartments. When Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue crews got to the scene, flames were coming from a second-floor balcony. Firefighters went to work putting out the flames and also searching the property, but they say everyone got out of the building okay. It took about 2 hours to put the blaze out. One person did suffer minor injuries, and the cause of this fire is also under investigation. In crime news, the Kennewick Police Department is investigating a drive-by shooting that happened over the weekend on West Clearwater Avenue. Authorities say this happened Saturday just before 3 a.m. at the Lakeside Apartments. A call for help came in to report a shooting had happened and at least one bullet had gone through an apartment window. Authorities say the unit had been hit several times, but nobody was hurt. Investigators say it appears the people were targeted and are still looking into what happened. The Grant County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting and a car crash that happened last night on Arnold Drive in Moses Lake. Authorities say two groups of people in two cars were involved in the shooting. At one point, one of the cars rammed into the other, and that caused one of the vehicles to slam into two parked cars on the street. One person was hurt and taken to the hospital. All others involved ran from the scene. Authorities shut down the road for several hours while investigating, but it reopened around midnight. And an afraid man has been arrested after a case of road rage in Grant County. 22-year-old Aiden Thompson was arrested on suspicion of first-degree assault with a firearm. Authorities say a person called for help and reported a man, later identified as Thompson, had pointed a gun at them while near Road A Northwest. Deputies with the Grant County Sheriff's Office found the suspected truck and questioned Thompson, who was a passenger in the truck. They say Thompson admitted to pointing the gun at the other motorist because they had pulled out in front of the truck, wouldn't allow them to pass, and brake checked them. After searching the truck, deputies say they found the gun, 2 loaded magazines, and drug paraphernalia. And the Pasco Police Department says what was first reported to be a shooting ended up being a warning for those who like modified exhaust systems. Authorities say more than 24 calls came in last night about a possible shooting around the Road 68 corridor. However, when officers got to the area, they found a vehicle being driven with a modified exhaust that sounded like gunfire. State law prohibits an exhaust system that's louder than the original muffler. Authorities say the driver was stopped and ticketed. And the city of Richland has launched a nationwide search for its next chief of police. The city has hired Mosaic Public Partners consulting firm to search for the candidate. This comes after the city previously announced they had 3 finalists for the job, only to suddenly dismiss those 3 candidates and say it was going back to the drawing board. Community members are encouraged to participate in the selection by attending a meet and greet event where candidates will be present. The date for that event will be set after a group of candidates is selected. April 14th through the 20th is National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week, and this is the opportunity to appreciate the voices on the phone that are the calm link between a crisis and sending help. Several law enforcement and first responder agencies throughout our region are sending messages of support to their telecommunications offices and encourage you to send your thanks as well. And not only do these workers get help sent to those who need it the most, they're also the information link between law enforcement and first responder agencies. Ahead today, it's tax day. You have just hours left to file a return or request an extension. Otherwise, you might end up paying a fee. It could climb to 25% of the taxes you owe if you wait too long. Amy Kiley reports on how to file or get an extension quickly.
Fastest way to get your refund is to electronically file and to receive that refund through a direct deposit.
It's not too late to file a tax return or request more time. Some people automatically get an extension. Residents of Maine, Massachusetts, and Washington, D.C. have an extra day or 2 for observed holidays. People who live or work in federally declared disaster areas can check their deadlines at irs.gov. It's possible to request an automatic 6-month extension for free through an IRS partner on the agency's website. The deadline for that is today, and it involves paying estimated taxes. For those who want to file before midnight tonight,
the IRS this year is attempting a direct file with multiple states.
people not in direct file states can check out the IRS's trusted partners. Those with an adjusted gross income of $79,000 or less can file with them for free. Others can use paid services. Experts urge taxpayers to enter information correctly.
Something as simple as just fat fingering your social security number, could really cause you a headache.
Watch out for scams.
If you didn't initiate that contact, go to the source.
And avoid late fees.
Sometimes people get scared and they're like, oh my goodness, I owe money, I'm not going to file. And for that, we really encourage people, go ahead and file.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
If you know you're due a refund, you have some wiggle room. The failure to file penalty won't apply to you. And straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the latest findings from the CDC on the link between COVID vaccines and cardiac deaths in younger people.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
The Honda you want is here. So drive in the moment with the versatile CR-V or Accord. Both named a Car and Driver 10 Best. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Hey Dad, look,
Us.
this is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What?
And when our phones have turned us into this,
LT?
what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
We gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes.
Feels good.
And let's find us again. US Cellular. Built for us.
Is your closet cramped and cluttered? Well, now there's Space Triangles, the clever new hanging device that fits over any hanger to save you closet space in seconds. And now may be your last chance to get them for a low price. Now you can vertically hang multiple items, guaranteeing that you'll have up to 70% more space in your closet. Your closet can go from messy to marvelous in no time with ease. The ingenious slip-over design secures the hangers vertically. It snugly fits all types of hangers to save you space. Order now to get an 18-piece set of Space Triangles for just $9.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get Space Triangles at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 closet pack per order while supplies last. Once they're gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-587-3514. Call or visit spacetriangles.com. So call 1-800-587-3514 now.
Hello to all our viewers in the Pacific Northwest. This is your special invitation to watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now, KView, Channel 42, and CAP, Channel 35.
Need a new furry pal? It's Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now. Each Wednesday, we'll feature lovable pets from area shelters wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Washington State Department of Revenue's Working Families Tax Credit.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest and your health headlines this morning. The CDC has found no link between COVID vaccines and cardiac deaths among young people. The results come from an analysis of death certificates from Oregon residents who died from any heart condition or unknown reasons between June 2021 and December of 2022. Nearly 1,300 death certificates from people 16 to 30 years old were reviewed out of 101 death certificates where a cardiac event wasn't ruled out as a cause of death. 40 people received a COVID vaccine. The study was in response to claims that young people experienced inflammation of the heart muscle after receiving the COVID vaccine. And the American Society of Health System Pharmacists says there are 323 active drug shortages across the U.S., and that's the highest number of shortages since they started tracking data back in 2001. Some of the products in short supply are oxytocin, pain and sedation medications, along with ADHD drugs. Manufacturers cited supply and demand, business decisions, and raw material issues as a few reasons for the shortages. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, former President Donald Trump is set to face a courtroom today, and we take a look at what questions he's expected to face. That's when we come back. And looking outside, temperature is 53 degrees. It's nice to wake up and not be freezing out there. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more details in that first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
My family's been serving the Tri-Cities for 85 years at Griggs and the Tri-Cities Ace stores. And we have some deals we don't want you to miss. Choose from these long-handled garden tools at only $19.99. Miracle-Gro garden soil save 42%. 2 bags for $10. This premium garden hose is a steal at $29.99. Triple 16 fertilizer, the lowest price around, only $24.88. See all of the deals by using this QR code. So come see us at Griggs and your Tri-Cities Ace stores, and thank you for your business.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Knowing these laws sets my truck wreck team apart. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck? Our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Are you telling me the truth? I need to ask you about your marriage and infidelity.
The husband is always the top suspect. Always the top suspect.
Come stand up for me. Face that wall.
The interrogation tapes tonight on ABC.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and the new location on West Court Street. 420, that's April 20th. It's the annual Smokin' 420 sale from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. This year is off the charts. Get 50% off glass, free goodie bags for the first 300 people through the door, free tacos from 11 to 5, and all-day raffle and prizes. Don't miss the huge savings on the one-day 420 sale at all 6 locations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
How does free college or career training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant is one of the most generous financial aid programs in the country. Eligible Washington residents can get free money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. You can go full-time or part-time, so you can work and continue your education at the same time. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
If you're a high school senior, listen up. This message is for you. A college education is expensive. The Molly Davis Scholarship Program can help with up to $7,500 per year. It's easy to apply. Just go to yakimarotarytrust.org and click on the Molly Davis Scholarship tab. Hundreds of Yakima County residents have achieved the dream of a higher education thanks to the Molly Davis Scholarship Program.
Applications end May 1st, so apply today.
A great hike in a great park. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. It was a pretty warm weekend across the region, especially yesterday when we topped out in the 80s in Tri-Cities. Warmest day so far this year at 83. 80 degrees was the high yesterday in Hermiston, 81 in Yakima, and we were in the 70s from Walla Walla down through Pendleton. Now today won't be nearly as warm as what we saw yesterday. That's all thanks to a cold front that will be moving through this afternoon. Right now we have 40s and 50s out there, so it's not too chilly at all as you're heading out to go back to work on this Monday. It's 53 in Tri-Cities, 49 in Walla Walla, 44 in Prosser, it's 56 at Hanford, and 53 degrees in Yakima with 40s up toward Cle Elum. One of the big stories today will be the wind. You can see the wind is already elevated out of the southwest, anywhere between 20 and 30 miles per hour from Ellensburg down into Toppenish over toward Prosser and into Hermiston. It's not quite as strong into Pendleton, Walla Walla, or Tri-Cities, but these areas highlighted in that tealish color, those areas under a wind advisory, that is where wind gusts will be the highest today. That includes the Kittitas Valley. It includes the Simcoe Highlands and also into foothills of the Blues in Oregon. So Hermiston and Pendleton, these where we could see gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Now I know the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Yakima, not under a wind advisory, but it's still going to be a breezy day for you folks as well. Satellite and radar showing that we do have clouds pushing in from the west. Now we will start off with a lot of clouds this morning, but we will see more sunshine this afternoon. So here's the weather pattern. Cold front moves in today, dropping temperatures and also bringing those windy conditions for many locations. We're going to keep it dry today, tonight, and tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow we're going to have a dip in the jet stream behind that cold front. So an upper level system will bring us cooler weather and we'll keep the clouds around tomorrow. But then we'll see a gradual warming trend after that. So here's your hour by hour forecast. A lot of clouds around this morning, and then notice during the afternoon hours, those clouds clear. We'll see more sunshine, but then this evening, the clouds will start to push back in. So expect more sun today. High temperatures, much cooler than those 70s and 80s we saw yesterday. 70 in the Tri-Cities, so anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees cooler compared to yesterday. Lower 60s, Walla Walla and Dayton, only 65 in Hermiston after 80 yesterday and 65 in Yakima. Tonight, we'll see those clouds push back in. We'll call it partly to mostly cloudy, still breezy. And look, we could see some snow showers across the highest elevations of the Cascades. No precipitation here, though. Temperatures will be dropping into the mid and upper 30s, and it's going to be a breezy night. So tomorrow morning will be much colder as you're stepping out on your Tuesday. Tomorrow afternoon, highs only in the 50s and 60s, and the wind won't be quite as strong. Your 7-day forecast showing highs around 70 today. Tomorrow will be the coolest day out of the next 7, lower 60s, below average. Our average is right around 68 this time of year. Then we'll be closer to average by the end of the week. 70s return as we head into your Friday and Saturday. Yakima breezy today, 65. Highs only in the 50s tomorrow. More sunshine Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with some more clouds moving in this weekend, but that gradual warming trend continues. Walla Walla 63, breezy, coolest day tomorrow, down to 57. Then we're back in the 60s Wednesday, close to 70 this weekend. Hermiston, you're windy today, 60 tomorrow, and then close to 70 Saturday and Sunday. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And former President Donald Trump is set to face a courtroom in New York today. Prosecutors say he falsified business records to hide hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. Reporter Perry Russum says he faces 34 felony counts and he's pleading not guilty.
This morning, hundreds of potential jurors will be asked 42 questions, including, have you ever attended a rally or campaign event for Donald Trump? Do you currently follow Donald Trump on any social media site? And do you have any feelings or opinions about how Mr. Trump is being treated in this case?
You know, jury selection is largely luck.
Trump and his lawyers have tried to stall this trial and move it out of New York, accusing the judge of being biased, claiming the jury pool is tainted, and saying the limited gag order against Trump is unfair.
They want to take away my constitutional right to talk. I have a crooked judge.
Trump is accused of falsifying business records to hide a payment he made to former fixer Michael Cohen to pay off adult film actress Stormy Daniels to keep her quiet about a long-denied affair. Prosecutors say Trump falsified documents to hide that information from voters in the 2016 election.
The defendant claimed that he was paying Michael Cohen for legal services performed in 2017. This simply was not true.
Trump has pleaded not guilty. Will Scharf, one of Trump's attorneys, on Fox yesterday.
I think it's really important to note that the fact that this case is being brought at the height of election season makes the process of picking a jury even more difficult, makes the possibility of having a biased jury even more likely, and that's a real problem.
Cohen and Daniels are expected to testify during the trial, as well as Hope Hicks, a longtime aide. Jury selection should last about a week. Also, major media organizations are urging President Biden and former President Trump to hold debates before November's election. About a dozen organizations posted an open letter yesterday, and the letter notes that general election debates have, quote, played a vital role in every presidential election of the past 50 years, dating back to 1976. The unusual move comes amid uncertainty over whether the two candidates will face off on a stage ahead of the vote. Biden has not publicly committed to debating Trump, although he has not ruled it out. Trump says he would debate Biden anytime, anywhere. However, the Republican National Committee withdrew from the Commission on Presidential Debates in 2022. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, the WNBA draft takes place tonight, and it will be the first in years with the live audience. Details are coming up along with your entertainment news.
Come on, let's go!
Anything can happen.
What's going on?
When Idol goes live.
It was perfect.
And we'll reveal the top 14.
I think you found your roar.
American Idol live tonight on ABC.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-268-7157. That's 1-800-268-7157. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-268-7157 now.
Prosser Digestive Health Center is now offering gastroenterology services daily, including weekends. Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Jack Brandenburg provides the full spectrum of digestive health care. His services include colon cancer screenings, treatment for swallowing problems, inflammatory bowel disease, liver disorders, and more. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Mireille Gaston Wine Bar.
Vision loss is not something that you feel until it happens.
Most people lose their vision from diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma, not at birth.
3 million Americans have glaucoma, and half don't even know it.
11 million people in the United States have macular degeneration.
So many eye disorders can be treated if caught early.
Make a plan today to get your eyes checked.
Visit brightfocus.org to learn more.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. A surprise dystopian thriller ruled movie theaters and knocked off a king. Also a New World Tour announcement and the debut of a former Disney star at Coachella. Chuck Syvertson has the lowdown in your showbiz headlines this morning.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Alex Garland's provocative Civil War united many to go to theaters this past weekend. It surpassed expectations and earned $25.7 million in ticket sales in North America, according to studio estimates. It stars Kirsten Dunst, Wagner Moura, and Kaylee Spaney as frontline journalists in the near future during a new Civil War. After 2 weeks on top, Godzilla Kong: The New Empire dropped to second place, taking in another $15.5 million. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire has another third-place finish, and Kung Fu Panda 4 was fourth, both earning over $5 million each. The excitement at California's annual Coachella Music Festival in Indio included headliner Lana Del Rey, joined by Billie Eilish for a surprise duet on day one. Also Shakira on stage announcing a world tour set to kick off in the U.S. later this year. Shakira and Bizarrap also performed together. The former Disney star Sabrina Carpenter made her Coachella debut. Celebrity birthdays. Country singer Chris Stapleton is 46 today. He just performed on Saturday Night Live. Chuck Syvertson, ABC News.
Okay, I officially feel old because I have no idea who Bizarrap is. Well, moving on from movies and music to sports, 36 pro basketball hopefuls will be waiting to hear their fate in tonight's much-anticipated WNBA draft. And you know the names: Caitlin Clark, Camila Cardoso, Kiki Rice, and Angel Reese. These players are driving historic interest in women's hoops. The national title game scored bigger TV ratings than the men's, and tonight's draft will be the first in nearly a decade with a live audience. And we'll have a full review or preview coming up in our 6 o'clock hour. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, over 60 animals recovered from a home where 8 dogs were on the brink of starvation. We have the story and the details next. Plus, big changes for students at Yakima Valley College, one that comes after decades. Keep it here to learn more.
In today's Tech Bites, Google's new line of phones is expected to have an emergency feature similar to Apple's emergency SOS. The Pixel 9 and next generation Pixel Fold will reportedly offer the satellite features, which will ask a series of questions to determine what's happening with the user when they can't get a signal. Next, Tesla has cut the price of its self-driving software basically in half. It was $199 per month, and it's now $99. Tesla recently gave a 1-month trial of the driver assist technology to existing and new customers. It comes after the car maker missed recent sales expectations. And Gmail appears to have the inbox upgrade users have called for. A managed subscriptions feature is designed to organize all those clutter-causing promotional emails we all get. Messages will be filtered into different categories based on how many you get from a sender each quarter. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Running can be such an individual sport. I thought, why not share this experience? I train with this chair every day. I've pushed rider athletes in over 70 marathons. Seeing their excitement, they're the ones that push me. My marathon is for Special Olympics and helping athletes like Yusuf realize their dream of crossing the finish line.
Arthritis pain? We say, not today. Tylenol 8-Hour Arthritis Pain has 2 layers of relief. The first is fast. The second is long-lasting. We give you your day back so you can give it everything. Tylenol, #1 doctor recommended for arthritis pain.
Sometimes your work shirt needs to be for more than just work. Like when it needs to be a big, soft shoulder to cry on. Which is why Downy does more to make clothes softer, fresher, and better. Downy, breathe life into your laundry.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, 67 animals were recovered after inhumane treatment right here in Washington. Where the animals are now and what happened to the owner. Plus, the Umatilla High School varsity robotics team competes in their first ever robotics competition. How they're making this happen coming up. Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:31 on Monday, April 15th. We've had some hot, warm temperatures the past couple of days. Let's see if that's going to continue. Let's check in now with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what are we going to be getting today, and what are we seeing now?
You know, right now it's pretty mild out there, Jessica, and today won't be nearly as hot as it was yesterday. So if you weren't a fan of the 80s, well, today we have cooler weather in store. So temperatures right now are in the 40s and 50s. It's 49 in Walla Walla. It's 53 in the Tri-Cities. It's 44 degrees in Prosser and 53 in Yakima. Now, those winds are already up this morning out of the south and west, especially out across the Kittitas Valley and also portions of the Simcoe Highlands and into the foothills of the Blues in Oregon. So that is where the highest winds will be today. And you can clearly see where the wind advisory is in effect for all of those areas in that tealish color. Those spots, including Pendleton, Hermiston, and Ellensburg, could see wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Now, it's going to be breezy for everyone, but that's where the worst of the wind will be today. So Tri-Cities, lower 50s at 8 o'clock. A lot of clouds, and we'll see more sunshine this afternoon before the clouds build in this evening. It will be a breezy Monday for you with high temperatures around 70 degrees, which is right around average for this time of year. Yakima, breezy this morning into the afternoon. 50 this morning, rising into the middle 60s later today. Big change from those 80s we saw yesterday. And in Walla Walla, upper 40s at 8 o'clock this morning. Breezy this afternoon with highs only in the lower 60s. Now, we do have some cold mornings in the 7-day forecast, so you want to hold off on planting. We'll have that full 7-day coming up in a bit. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And a humane society outside in rural Washington is taking care of nearly 60 animals recovered from a hoarding situation. Officials in Mason County say they recovered them from outside Olympic National Park. Reporter Maddie White says the suspect is in custody, but we do want to warn you, images in this story may be disturbing to some viewers.
Just beyond the trees, shepherds, Pyrenees, poodles, chihuahuas, dachshunds, lots of huskies. The sounds tell a story. I can't understand how someone accumulates so many dogs. For too long, that story could only be heard. But on Saturday, sheriff's deputies finally caught on when a malnourished black lab was spotted by a neighbor.
Couldn't even stand up on its own feet.
A search warrant of her property revealed 67 malnourished dogs, a dead horse, and a live one, deputies say. 8 of the dogs, including these ones, were on the brink of dying from starvation and are now in the ER getting medical care.
One dog is just skin and bones. It is a brindle-colored dog. I'm also seeing one dog that has duct tape around its mouth.
Deputies arrested the woman Sunday.
This is nothing new to her. It appears that she's had some other investigations with animal cruelty in other counties as well.
She also has now surrendered her dogs, which deputies say is a good thing, but they're now working overtime.
Since she released it over to Mason County's custody, we're now responsible for caring for these dogs. Thus why we're going to be staying here most likely overnight.
The 59 remaining dogs are now stuck here, being dog sat by sheriff's deputies until shelters or rescues can take them in.
We are reaching out to shelters across the state to try to figure out where we can get these dogs placed.
Once placed and medically evaluated, they'll be up for adoption.
Officials say the dogs will be available within the next month. Currently, the Humane Society of Mason County, an area nonprofit, is working to get the dogs evaluated and ready. They say many of the dogs are friendly and are looking for someone to love them. And the HOPF Union Building is a center of student life at Yakima Valley College, one that's remained the same for decades. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us students are now celebrating a big change.
The hub here at Yakima Valley College might look the same on the outside as it's always been, but students say inside it's a whole new world. Brand new modular chairs and other furniture, booths for studying, new technology improvements like portable charging stations, and a new space for relaxing and hanging out, with an arcade game, pool table, and ping pong table. Things former student life manager Laura Yolo says the hub desperately needed.
Students on the main campus still would come in here and be in chairs and tables from 1990 something. And yeah, they just kind of felt like maybe they weren't as valued as some students on other campuses. So we needed to modernize.
Coming up at 6, a closer look at all of those changes and what they mean for students. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. And in more education news, the Umatilla High School varsity robotics team is heading to Houston this week, Houston, Texas. Students will participate in the first robotics competition. They design, build, and compete with their robot, while students receive guidance from professional mentors. All of the work from engineering to marketing is done themselves. There are multiple ways competing teams can get to the championships, and one of those is called the Impact Award. According to FIRST, the award recognizes a team that has an impact on the community within robotics and beyond.
Like most people, I just thought robotics was building a robot, and I had never done that before. It didn't really spark my interest, but then joining FTC, I got to see the marketing, the leadership, stuff like that, and so then I got sucked in.
The team is accepting donations to help them get to Houston, and over the weekend, they held a yard sale with items donated by the community to help get the team to the competition. In your world headlines this morning, aviation consulting and research firms in Washington say if the war between Iran and Israel intensifies, airports across the country should be looking at security plans. If the war becomes widespread, it could affect how passengers get through airport security. While there may not be any major cancellations or delays, people who are looking to take connecting flights across the Atlantic could eventually see issues. Officials say while everything seems to run smoothly now, it could change suddenly. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, if you have Verizon, you'll want to stick around. Today is the last day that you can receive money from a settlement. Details coming up.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
What if getting older actually meant looking better, loving better, feeling better, and even being better with money? Well, this week, see how 50 is the new 20. Plus, Huey Lewis with an epic throwback performance on Good Morning America.
Deer's sharp curves. Don't spin your wheels. With more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand, you can bet your bottom dollar we're sharper than ever. 'Cause man, we got traction. Yours, Toyota Sedans.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Camry for just $319 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Who will Seattle pick in round one? Who will go first overall? See the 2024 NFL Draft live. It all starts Thursday, April 25th at 5 on Apple Valley News Now.
Prosser Memorial Health, your 5-star rated hospital. This is how we care.
It's the biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row, so get ready because everything is on sale. Like this unbeatable deal on the Carver sofa, only $9.99. Save big on the Cristo panel bed, only $4.69. Get the 5-piece Largo dining set for only $9.49. And check out the Summit Queen, easy on the wallet for only $274.99. And get more bang for your buck with 4 years no interest financing. The biggest sale of the season, on now at Furniture Row.
When Fred's advertises it, we've got it. Fred's warehouses are loaded with inventory. When your fridge stops working, you need a new one and you need it now. Fred's has them in stock. The box stores never have this much inventory on hand. You can wait weeks for delivery. At Fred's, get your new appliance the next day. Fred's always has the guaranteed lowest price and shows you competitors' prices on our price tags. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Navigating a real estate transaction can be overwhelming, from finding the right property to navigating the closing process. That's why a successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process, an in-house marketing team to maximize your home's exposure, transaction coordinators to ensure accuracy throughout the transaction, and a network of local industry experts. With Windermere on your side, you can have peace of mind and confidence in your real estate journey.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
In your business news, today is the last day eligible Verizon wireless users can sign up for money from a legal settlement. The funds are for customers who used Verizon services between January of 2016 and November of last year. They can get up to $100 by signing up online or through the mail. And the lawsuit alleges Verizon deceptively charged fees, which the company denies. People who accept the payouts lose any right to sue Verizon over the issues in the future. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the annual Salmon Summit event starts today at Columbia Park. When we come back, Riley Fitzgerald tells us everything we need to know about it. And looking outside, temperature is 53 degrees. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has more details in that first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
It's the biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row, so get ready because everything is on sale. Save on living, dining, and bedroom. Plus, 4 years, no interest. The biggest sale of the season, on now at Furniture Row.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with the product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Need a new furry pal? It's Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now. Each Wednesday, we'll feature lovable pets from area shelters wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
From Paris to Milan, New York to Tokyo, fashion shows have graced the world's most glamorous stages. And now, the world is turning its eyes to the Tri-Cities for the 2024 Goodwill High School Fashion Show. They've got like major style, endless creativity, and seriously, they've got like an enormous amount of heart, you guys. Don't even think about missing the fashion event of the year, Goodwill's 2024 High School Fashion Show. See you at the show.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
With the arrival of spring comes the inevitable return of mosquitoes. But don't worry, for Benton County Mosquito Control is back in action, prepared to limit the seasonal return head-on. As West Nile virus continues to pose a public health concern, it's imperative to take necessary precautions. Ensure your safety by applying repellent and eliminating standing water around your home. Count on Benton County Mosquito Control to be your trusted ally in safeguarding your outdoor enjoyment. Visit our website today to discover more tips to protect your home and family.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Drs. Kopstein and King for a free live webinar April 25th. And find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
It's the biggest sale of the season at Furniture Row. So get ready because everything is on sale. Save on living, dining, and bedroom. Plus, 4 years, no interest. The biggest sale of the season on now at Furniture Row.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It was a warm day Saturday, a hot day yesterday. If you're not a fan of the hot weather, well, today will be significantly cooler. And we're taking a live look out of our Dust Devils Skycam in Pasco. After their long series last week and into the weekend, they're going to be away this upcoming week, playing the Hillsboro Hops in Oregon. So it will be quiet on the field this week as they'll start their series away. We are looking at a lot of clouds out there this morning, but we will see more sunshine later on this afternoon. It's also a mild start out there. Look at the numbers. 53 in Tri-Cities, 49 Walla Walla, 49 in Pendleton, 44 in Prosser, 53 in Yakima and in Toppenish. Now our winds are up out of the southwest, anywhere between 15 and about 25 miles per hour. The highest sustained winds are along the foothills of, or the east slopes, I should say, of the Cascades. So Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, down into the Simcoe Highlands, and also into portions of north central Oregon. And these places are under a wind advisory. So all of the areas highlighted in that tealish color, those are the spots that will experience the highest winds today. That includes Ellensburg. It includes Hermiston and Pendleton. Your sustained winds 30 to 40 miles per hour, gusting up to 50 at times. Now everywhere else, we're talking about Yakima, Walla Walla, and also Tri-Cities. It's still going to be a breezy day for you. Wind gusts will probably reach 30 miles per hour, so not quite as high under that wind advisory criteria. Satellite and radar showing that there could be a few sprinkles just west of Ellensburg and Yakima. Not expecting any rain or even snow for that reason across our region. And those clouds, they're continuing to push through. We will start off with a lot of clouds this morning, but then a cold front will clear out those clouds this afternoon. So a cold front moves in today, dropping temperatures a good 10-15 degrees compared to what we saw yesterday and creating those windy conditions. Tomorrow, we'll still see that dip in the jet stream, so that upper level system will bring more clouds tomorrow and will also keep the cooler weather around. But then we'll start to see a warm up after that. So today, here's your hour-by-hour forecast. As you're heading off to work, getting the kids off to school, prepare for temperatures 40s and 50s, a lot of clouds out there, but you'll need the sunglasses this afternoon. And this evening, those clouds will start to push back in. So by your evening commute, we'll probably have some clouds pushing back in. But all in all, it's going to be a pretty pleasant day despite the breezy and even windy conditions in some spots. Highs around 70 in Tri-Cities. Cooler Walla Walla 63, Prosser 66, 65 in Yakima. That's going to feel much cooler because we were in the 70s and 80s yesterday. Keep that in mind. You'll definitely need to get those jackets back out of the closet. Tonight, we're mostly cloudy. We'll see breaks in the clouds every so often, turning partly cloudy by tomorrow morning. And it will be colder tomorrow morning with temperatures down into the 30s. We may even get close to the freezing mark in the Yakima Valley and Kittitas Valleys tomorrow. So it's too early to do any planting just yet. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, cooler, not nearly as breezy with highs in the upper 50s, lower 60s. 7-day forecast showing that tomorrow's the coolest day out of the next 7, and then there's our warm-up. It'll be gradual, though. Around average, Thursday, 68, back in the 70s, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yakima breezy today, 65. We're in the 50s tomorrow, and then the 60s return by Wednesday and continue to rise a few degrees each and every day. Walla Walla breezy today, 63, only 57 with a lot of clouds tomorrow, and then we're back in the 60s, getting close to 70 by the weekend. Hermiston, windy today. Keep in mind, a lot of the fields have just been plowed, so there may even be some blowing dust and blowing dirt around with that wind. 60 tomorrow, mid to upper 60s by the weekend. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. So students are getting out in the community this morning with the annual 2-day Salmon Summit education event at Columbia Park. Riley Fitzgerald joins us live now in studio with everything we need to know about this event. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning, Jessica. 56 classes of elementary school students per day from around Benton County are taking part in the annual 2-day Salmon Summit education event in Columbia Park today and tomorrow. After releasing salmon, the students raised into the Columbia River. Students participate in educational activities, learning about salmon, hydropower, irrigation, conservation, natural resources, and the community. The Benton Conservation District hosts the event. Not only will the 1,400 students be attending in person, but another 4,400 students are going to be watching through a PNNL live stream. Students from Kennewick, Richland, Findlay, and Prosser school districts raise salmon eggs for 4 months, learning about the fish, the life cycle, their habitat needs, how water is used in local rivers, and the cultural and historic significance of salmon. Students raise Chinook salmon from eggs provided by the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, or coho salmon from eggs provided by the Yakima Nation Fisheries. The event is scheduled for today and tomorrow from 9 to 1:30, and it will take place in the east end of Columbia Park from the Regional Veterans Memorial to the East Boat Launch. It is exclusively open for participating schools, not to the general public, and there are some boat launch and road closures to be aware of. The city of Kennewick is temporarily closing the East Boat Launch and sections of Paul Parish Drive in Kennewick throughout the morning and into the afternoon on both days. We'll have more clips from the day's events coming up on Apple Valley News Now tonight. And in studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, you could say one thing about being in the right place at the right time. A good save. We'll bring you this viral story next.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on select Steel battery trimmers. Real Steel. Find yours.
For decades, we've called this community home and dedicated ourselves to helping those in it find their way. In new beginnings and in returns to the familiar. In victories and in defeats. So that no matter where you go, you'll feel at home.
Find your way home in a new Mercedes-Benz C300 for only $539 a month from Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you?
Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-257-0683. That's 800-257-0683.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment with the versatile CR-V or Accord. Both named a Car and Driver 10 Best. And when you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Operation Best Friend. Good Morning Northwest, Wednesdays from Windermere Group 1.
Good morning. It is a mild start to your Monday, so you will need that light jacket as you head out the door. It's 53 in Tri-Cities, 49 Walla Walla, 43 in Prosser, and 53 in Yakima. And you'll need to keep that jacket around today because it's not going to be nearly as warm as those 80s that we saw yesterday. Highs only in the middle 60s today in Yakima. That's a good 15 degrees colder than yesterday. Only 50 in Cle Elum, 57 in Ellensburg, 68 at Hanford, 66 Prosser, 65 in Hermiston, only 70 in Tri-Cities. Remember yesterday we topped out at 83 degrees. So it's still going to be a pleasant day. It's going to be a breezy day, but it's not going to be nearly as warm as this weekend. And then we're looking at lower 60s along the foothills of the Blues. Tomorrow will be the coolest day out of the next 7, while that 7-day coming up in a bit. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And it's about being in the right place at the right time. A scary moment at a professional hockey game in Ohio when a fan saved a boy from getting hit with a hockey puck. Tracy Carlaw says the team got involved after a post by the boy's mom went viral. Check this out.
Asia Davis from Cleveland went viral after posting a TikTok video explaining a life-saving moment at a Cleveland Monsters game. On Thursday, Asia and her son Nasir were at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse watching the Monsters take on the Lovell Rocket when a hockey puck flew over the glass right at their seats.
Oh my God!
Asia captured that moment on her phone as a stranger in the seat next to them stuck out his arm and blocked the puck from hitting her son right in the head. She then took to social media Saturday morning asking users to help her find the man next to them.
I owe that man lunch or dinner, another thank you.
That post racked up more than 10,000 views in one day, and it caught the attention of the Monsters, who tracked down the man who blocked that puck, Andrew Podolak. The team invited Andrew, Asia, and Nasir to today's game. All three took part in a ceremonial puck drop before the game and got free seats right against the glass. We caught up with both Andrew and Asia, who told us about the experience.
I went to sleep, and when I woke up around 10 o'clock in the morning, I had a DM from him, and it just said, "Everything happens for a reason. I'm glad little man is okay." And I looked at the profile, I'm like, this is him.
I was just coming out, trying to enjoy a hockey game, and the next thing you know, everything's blowing up on social media, this, that, and the other, and a whole bunch of people contacting me, and it's truly a good feeling.
Asia Davis says she hopes to keep in touch with her son's guardian angel and that the three of them will be friends for a long time. And coming up in our next hour of Good Morning Northwest, several areas in our region are dealing with crime alerts. We'll tell you about a shooting and crash